All right, part three of how to study the Bible, at least how I study the Bible. The big one here. This is the third video. This is probably the most important one. Uh, really starting to read the Bible in a different mind, different worldview, but is knowing the ancient Near Eastern context. And when I mean context, I mean what they thought culturally, um, their worldview. Your worldview is based on many different factors. And our worldview is roughly 2,000 to 4,500 years removed from the people of the Bible. You don't think like they think. All right. A matter of fact, another good way to put it is the Bible wasn't written to you in the 21st century. It wasn't written to me as a 21st century white American male. We would not have been even thought of to most of those people. But it was written to the people of the time where the book was written. Remember that because that's important to know what these people thought of, what their worldview was. Learning that takes a lot of work, takes a lot of reading of different literature, ancient Near Eastern contexts. There's many books out there, but there's this one work by a guy named Jack M. Sasson. All right, Civilizations of the Ancient Near East is a two-part edition. It's $250, but you can download this in different ways if you want to. Many books out there for that. Knowing what these people did, how they thought, is critical. And I would like to use this analogy. If you go to another country, not in a travel agency, but in your own will, in your own power, do you go to these countries without trying to learn any bit of the language or even trying to use Google Translate or anything? It would be foolish to even try to travel internationally without remotely trying to know some of the language, because then you would be completely lost when you get to this country, right? That's it. That's exactly the same setting in the Bible. I'm not saying you got to know the Hebrew and the Greek of the Bible, but you need to understand their what they think, how they function. If you don't, you will be completely. I don't want to say you'll be completely lost, but you will lose a deeper understanding of the Bible. And as I said, this understanding how they think and they thought back then, that ancient Near Eastern context, requires a lot of reading, a lot of digging, and just do it. When you start to understand certain things and how they saw it, um, the whole Bible just begins to change, begins to change for you. Understand the ancient Near Eastern context. Third, and probably the biggest point of studying the Bible.